Never see Kartel, you never see guard Kartel.
No.
You ever guard a celebrity at all? You ever work there when a celebrity did it? Bless and love everybody, welcome back to our Pocket Production, Free Speech People Talk. And today we are here with a very special guest. His parents named him Craig Baker, but the man go by the artist name Sketch Donista. And Sketch Donista is a
Correctional
correctional officer and is now transitioning into music. So we are going to do an interview and we're going to speak about his experience as a correctional officer and his transition into music. So Craig, aka Sketch, thanks for the reason, you know. Bomb them. For respect, yeah, one bomb them. Alright, so the first things first we are going to get into right away is you becoming a correctional officer. Why you decide that, you have police, you have soldier, you have different type of legal things that people get in as a young youth. What steer you towards the direction of saying you want to become a correctional officer as opposed to like a police, a fireman, and anything else?
Well, correctional services was introduced to me by actually my mother. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a article in the Gleaner stating that they have vacancies, occupational vacancies. So she thought it was a good idea for me get into something like that. Yeah, because I wasn't employed at the time.
How old were you at the time?
I was 22 going on 23.
Okay.
When I pass out, I'm called graduation pass.
So you're right, yeah,
So when I pass out, I was actually 23. So
okay.
Yeah.
So you're 23. And then what was it like being a correctional officer? Like, what was that experience like?
Well, being a correctional officer was a very interesting experience. You go without saying that it would have been an interesting experience from training to right through to the time that me vacate the post. It was very interesting.
Okay.
It's a big part of who I am. Things that I learned from training school to getting a job is a big part of who I am today. You know.
Okay. And being that you have worked in that, you have been in that line of profession, it would be safe for anyone to assume that you have seen the liberty of young youths in conditions like that. You would have seen liberty of a lot of men, you understand, in the condition. But you would have said to a young youth now who live a life that may lead them down the path of someday becoming incarcerated and be kept in conditions like what you saw while you were working there. What you would have said, like, what would you describe it to them now? What would you have said to deter a man say, yo, yes, I know a good place you're coming up, brother. Like, what would you say to that?
Alright, what I would say to deter somebody, well, I don't know if me can say anything to deter anyone, but
yes,
working there prevent me from going there. If you can understand me.
Yes, man, we definitely understand that.
Seeing the conditions and seeing how easy you can get in a trouble, prevent it from unnecessary argument, unnecessary conflict. Sometimes it does make certain things slide where you wouldn't normally, if you never know how, because when you hear the stories, a man can be just driving on the road, somebody run across the road, him lick them down, manslaughter, prison. You understand?
And then a theme for
a man can have a friend, and a friend have a TV, him buy the TV,
and then it's stolen.
Receiving stolen.
Yeah.
You understand? Just like that.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
It's not everybody in a prison is necessarily a hardened criminal.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of people where just do some little loose thing like them stuck there. So it make you
That's the reason I get serious when I put on my glasses.
Make you drive more carefully. It make you think more. If you even fight somebody, it make you fight them more carefully.
Oh.
You understand? Because you know, say, if you damage them in a certain way,
prison.
But
so the conditions on the inside, you wouldn't consider it to be suitable living conditions then? Like, describe some of the things where that on inside.
I don't think any prison or any jail, any hole in area is designed for suitable lifestyle or
And why you that said that? What's the difference like on the inside as opposed to having your own place?
Well, it is stated, that you just get the basic amenities. 3 square meals, water, shelter. You just get the basic, the bare minimum.
So about toiletries?
Yeah, you get, well, as I know it, our prisons don't come furnished. The cells, each cells don't come furnished with a toilet or a water closet as people would have.
Right.
You understand? So, what inmates have to do is them have to have them newspaper or them have to have them piss girl, as them say. And so
what them refer to as the piss girl?
Piss girl are where you would urinate in overnight.
Would that be like a bucket?
Yeah. A bucket.
And that a man have to use?
Or a jug.
Or a jug, yeah.
Or a bucket, like a 2 liter
bucket. So is there any bathroom facilities at all for prisoners inside the prison?
You definitely have bathroom
like
facilities.
Toilet itself?
Yes, you do, but the facilities are not inside the cells. So when you're locked down, for the 18 hours where you're locked down, or 16 hours, however many hours you are locked down for, you have to dispose of your fecal and renal matter inside of those in those confines.
Oh.
Right. So,
and then the cell doesn't have any of that inside of it. No, so you have to find another way.
No toilet facilities.
So you have to find another way to do that.
Yeah. So if you want to ride the bike, you have to ride the bike inside of the cell.
For what? Anything you can find?
Yeah. Well, not really anything. Them have them own
so like what are some of the things where man would use for excrete them fetal excretions?
So man would do that on newspaper.
Yeah.
What they tell us is that they have to do it on newspaper. So yeah, if you are housed in a cell with other other inmates, you would have to tell them, say, mask up, gas mask. You understand? So when you hear a man say gas mask, you have to wait until he mask up, because it's a very serious thing.
Yeah,
man. Take that very serious.
Yeah, man.
So if you tell a man gas mask and a man no mask up and you excuse yourself before, it can cause a fight. You understand?
Yeah.
So them tell them one another mask up and them do whatever them thing.
What would you say is the worst experience you have had working as a correctional officer inside a facility?
Witnessing one of my co-workers being attacked by an inmate. That was one of the worst.
Violently?
Yeah.
Like how
physically attacked.
And the injuries?
Knife.
Stab and all.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't hurt. Give thanks to him never.
Hurt that bad.
He was hurt, but nothing serious, nothing detrimental, nothing when recover from. So that was one of the most
worst experience you ever had.
The worst experience.
Okay. Alright. Well, wow, I mean, we learn a lot of things that we never really know still. I understand based on what you are telling me. I get a message, so we give thanks. So you share with us what is on like in the inside, because a lot of them youth need to know the conditions under which them are going to go when them try to live a certain life, because some of the time them out here act all tough. But when they go up on the inside, you can tell, say a baby them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you witness that in the show and you see a lot of that man ball.
The loudest man in the room is normally the weakest. You understand? Yeah, the more hardened man them most of the time, them more silent and reserved,
And over the span of your career in correctional services, how much prison did you work? Different prisons.
How many prisons? I think 2. Fort Augusta and General Penitentiary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you never used to work there, you never see Kartel, you never used to guard Kartel?
No.
Will you ever guard no celebrity at all? You ever work there when no celebrity did it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But we're not really friends for celebrity.
Yeah. That's an inmate too, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trained well enough to treat everybody without fear or favor. So a celebrity is no different than a regular
man.
Inmate. You understand?
So the room, I've heard that when celebrity and certain dance come to the prison, them have them one space. Like if them upon it, like a ex-inmate tell me, say, when black man they are prison, well, you wouldn't do it at that time, but inside the whole type of black man they have to clear off. And everybody go down on the other floor. So instead black man have a whole floor for himself and nobody else can.
Well,
Yeah, but witness
that
instance
might be
like
the
that.
case, but it's not that he's getting a special treatment because of
Who he
him
is.
being black man or whoever the case might be. It's because high profile inmates would be treated with more care in terms of people would want, because first of all they're influential, or they are deemed as influential people. So you would want any and everybody around them because they can
make certain calls and certain shots and so on.
So,
okay. So you try to distance them from people as much as possible.
So it's not say he might get a whole black for himself because he's a top man or whatever. Just speaking about
what
black
you know
man.
about.
We not just speak about one person
in particular.
But in general, when you have someone who is deemed as high profile or influential, at least couple cells to their left and right might be vacated to keep their era sterile. So it's more of the sterility of the era other than giving them special treatment. You understand?
How long did you spend in correctional services?
The better part of 3 years.
3 years, okay. So now you're out of that field and you are pursuing music. So we want to touch upon that a little bit.
Right.
So what make you decide, say, is music or something where I always say, yo, I like that even as a correctional officer, is afterwards you start to like it.
You know, funnily enough, is while becoming a correctional officer, that I was encouraged to pursue music because I was doing music casually, just doing music. Like a lot of us have hidden talents where we dabble in here and there. But while I was there, people I have a few recordings on my phone where we use the we turn the radio up, turn the rhythm to a level, and we put it on record. So it kind of balance and so like it's kind of somewhat professional.
So like a studio
voice. Fully professional. And people, when they have that play training school and people say, no man,
your body,
you sound like protege.
So you just said from training school, so from them time you love music then?
No, before that, but after training school, subsequent to training school, I started taking it serious based on the encouragement of my squad.
And that was about what year?
09.
09, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So okay. So right now as a sitting here, so I mean, me know some people intrigue, prison guard, turn artists. They want you a little piece of your voice. Just give them a little piece of what you're saying. They know say I'm not joking. Me know say you're talented. You understand? But more want them to hear the voice and know. Give them something, man.
Anything you can see, believe, you have to achieve. No make nobody else deceive. Stay steady in the race, steady win the race, no speed. No make them slow you down, no change the key. They did a grass up and now you change. You lead, you give poverty a kick. No, but you did no poverty no keep. Blessings them up.
All this.
Them ever clever.
All this, well done, man. Well done. That's so really good, bro.
Yeah,
positive message to me like that. Well written as well. I love that to see him, you understand.
Respect,
but I mean, we're talking here, some people are going to recognize indeed. So, I mean, you're an intelligent being, you understand. I'm going to realize you structure yourself. And your songs no so no different. I mean, listen to a few songs and I realize that they are the same.
Yeah,
well structured. They understand me and you, and you know, we kind of like that. And we know, say, that's a positive song, but we know you're the dancer too. When you have some really good dancer songs, you understand me? I go direct people to your channel, same way, but them go check out what I go on.
See it.
You understand me? I deal with so, like, how long now you just say professionally, you have the music where you have stuff you can really go out and go up on radio and them with it?
Professionally, the first song we would say is professional would be Know Your Name.
That a whole long, which year?
That about 2011 they dropped Know Your Name.
Okay.
That me and Nickel did do that song there. When I say, hi, hello, you really look nice. You know my name is Sketch and you I would like to know. And you girl, a good time I would like to show. You see me? That is a song where it's like me I pursue a lady. You understand? So
me hear that song before.
Right.
Sure me hear that before. I have one next song I like where you have to say you put on some dance in the night, brother. You dance too. Yeah, dance too.
Yeah, I know so dancing is what was my passion.
Yeah.
You know, but dancing, we never get no outlet, so we just put on the dancing. Yeah. And I really stick to music, we just put on the dance because when I was a dancer, we never really I think about for the music at the time.
Okay.
So I was more of a dancer. I would have said I am a better dancer. I was a better dancer than I'm a musician.
Yeah, dancing is really a passion then.
Right. So because I dance from high school days.
Which high school you used to go?
St. Catherine High.
Okay, so that's the side you grew up and come from then.
Right.
Just to make the people know. So I think it's Spain man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Spain town. Yeah. Alright, so like when you grew up in a Spain, like you see your mother lead you in the direction of saying you become a correctional officer. You understand what I deal with? So even when like your surrounding where you grew up in, would it say that you grew up in a surrounding mother, father, this, that, whatever not, it was a surrounding a bad area or what, like, because even though your mother tell you that, encourage you, say, you could have tried correctional services, but a lot of people fear that. As a matter of fact, you never have no fear. You never afraid when you are going in and like say, boy, you wonder if, because
well, fear
thing and,
fear come from ignorance, and we did ignorant to what was going on, because there's a lot of misconceptions as to what goes on in one of those institutions. You understand? Not to say that it's not dangerous, not to say that it's not volatile at times, but it's a controlled environment. You understand? So things will go awry, and mostly we hear about when things go awry, other than when, because nobody now go be
highlight a good thing
coming on the 7 o'clock news and say for the past year there has been no incidents at any of our correctional facilities.
But one something happened.
People are going to say a long time it has gone on. You understand?
So going back to your mom, I understand totally, but going back to like what I try to get at, your environment that you grew up in, would you say that it somehow prepared you to become a correctional officer in a sense?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Being a correctional officer is a big part of who I am today. It's not that I walk around like, oh, me a warder, me a this or me that, but it's like the discipline aspect of the job.
I realize that out of it true. It's like even the way you carry yourself, you're sitting there, it's like you move. A man seeing you right now would assume say you're a police or a soldier or something like that. You see me, just the way how you move. And you understand what I say?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that is because of the service, joining the service, because from 11 high school, that me I get say, yo, me look like a police, I look like a soldier, me look like a...
You get it until me grow this. By the way, congratulations, you're the first man without a locks on the program.
Oh.
First man without locks.
Still say Rasta still.
Yeah, but no, I always say they could be the one thing still, but it's just that the job them we always do, you have a low cut. You understand? But you don't have to dread for the Rasta. It's not about the locks.
We give respect to Marcus Garvey and Selassie, because they are very important to the history of our people, and the forward progression of us as a race. So me have to really respect Marcus Garvey and Selassie.
Yeah, for sure. Reality. So would you say somewhat you're a religious person?
No, I'm not religious. I'm more of a spiritual, way of life kind of person. So it goes without saying that typically a Jamaican grow up going to church and all of that. Like that is just a given. Even if your parents are worldly,
that's true.
From a certain age, they must send you to church. Sunday morning come church. Even if them not go to church, they must send you to church.
That's true.
But
that's a reality. I did have to do that.
When we grow up, we realize religion have everything, all of the answers that we need. We start look within.
Yeah, understand.
Because all of the answers are not in a book. Some of the answers them, we have the answers them for ourselves, because there is no one set path for everybody.
I believe that.
People might disagree. You understand? I don't want to be too controversial, but I do my personal
belief.
Not even belief, because I don't really ascribe to and subscribe to belief. I ascribe to knowledge. You understand? So my experience is that one thing now go work for everybody, and that is
agree.
If you look on life practically, you're going to say one thing don't work for everybody.
Because even the other day, because some of the time when I make TikTok video, people think I make them a moment they post, and sometimes I make them have them in a draft.
Right.
And when them just release that one, they release that one.
Right.
And one of the videos them that talk something like that, because I have some little people give relationship advice. Oh, me and my partner did this and did that. It works for you, it must work for me.
Exactly.
So everybody have to find their own formula and do for their own thing. You understand? So I totally agree with you. But just to move on, partner, because my life will touch social issues, you understand? And from your personal point of view and from even the point of view of your experiences, being a warder, growing up and seeing things, and you understand where you are now as a musician, everything, like, me I always say this, I'm not to say like me no be better if we have good road. You understand? What's one of the things that you personally believe that if the government can improve in order to provide like or facilitate better conditions for the general public then. You understand? Whether when anything at all, whether I arrange from the pay where the people them get the little change or them pay them for what you call it? Minimum wage and what you think one of the things can really boost the country right now in a sense what them can do?
Well, first of all, the term minimum wage is somewhat of a misnomer. Because you shouldn't have a minimum wage. You should have a maximum wage. So you should have a maximum wage where a person should
go below that.
Yeah.
Can't go below that.
Right. So the minimum wage is a misnomer. But the road thing, the roads are not being built to last. Because roads in previous years, like in the 70s and 60s, them road they still there today.
Yeah, man.
And them are last. Them probably just need a little barber green.
Yeah, but when them barber green, them has
the foundation is there and
solid.
the foundation solid. So as it regards to the roads, if them build a more solid foundation and it's practical, you can apply this to anything in a life. From the foundation solid, the top part are gonna be solid. It's hard for the top part fall apart. If your house foundation solid, if your vehicle chassis good, it's hard for your vehicle shake down. You understand? The foundation, anything, everything must have a good foundation. So if them build the road better from the foundation, use cut stone, river stone, and press that as hard as possible.
So you agree with Mr. Road to improve?
The road to improve.
Yeah.
But I think the roads are built to last within 5 years.
Yeah.
Because if them have way of vote for road, we're not gonna see the bigger issues. If the so-called leaders, them not lead me still in a but them see them or them say them a leader.
So them thing how we are do for it.
Because them not live. A leader is supposed to live in a way that is aspired to. So if me say me a lead, somebody supposed to can. No one is perfect, you know, but somebody supposed to can watch my lifestyle and my ideals
should be
and follow them.
Should be exemplary.
Most of them,
they're not.
Them not.
They mix up in all kind of saga, then cost be a bad word in a parliament, then walk out of parliament like it's just indiscipline.
Them not fix them constituents.
Yeah, them not do it. I mean, I wonder what them not work. Because it's very, I think a lot of these issues are very easy to correct. But I gotta tell you why. When COVID came, them come with these laws to put things in place. You know why? Because personally I think that because COVID affected everybody, including them. So they have to put things in place to protect themselves.
Right.
But now you see like crime and so not really knock at for them door to all that. Exactly. So it's like them would have dead if them put something in place. Yeah, them if you have strict laws just like what them have strict laws in a COVID for govern the crime thing and you understand? Being on that note now, because you mentioned something earlier in the interview, say a man cannot really do nothing bad and he end up in prison.
Right.
You understand? But we talk about the hard, the youth them were turn off and start live a certain type of lifestyle. What you personally, even from being around a lot of these people, would have deemed them as criminals, would have styled them as criminals, because when you go to prison, people say you're a criminal. Then what you feel say personally can cause a lot of them youth to turn away from that life instead of walking into the life that when you say you're going to end up a GP and you're going to have to get them as a warder, you're bridging them that them are get mishandled, them are going to get poor housing facilities when them come there, you understand? It's like you just have your whole right stripped away from you and like you feel like you deter a youth. I say yo, you're going to badness, brother. Education.
And when I say education, I don't mean maths and English, I don't mean science, I mean giving a man the wherewithal to discern good from bad. See? To be practical about the way how I'm
so basically develop a sense of intelligence then.
Right, and learning a skill as early as possible and acquiring as many skills, many usable skills as possible.
Definitely.
So if you have a passion for trim here, you go faster that. If you see a child where you say, yo, I'm interested in a barbering, just for example, you go faster that skill there. You understand? By the time I reach 18, if you say, yo, I'm interested in a driving, me feel say, even a simple thing like driving, when you leave school, you're supposed to leave school with a driver's license.
You know, so that too.
from you reach grade 7, you should be educated as to the road code up to right through to the 5 years where they are
high school.
And that would even make the road safer. Because if you have from grade 7 to 5 years till grade 11, by the time you go out on the road, everybody...
That is a very good idea. I go endorse that right now. Listen, I go cut that piece especially. That is a very good idea, people. Which one I can do? I'm looking at that one. That is a good idea.
Yeah.
But me said something like that before, but me never measure it as deep as you. I agree, because when I come on road, that make whole heap of sense.
Yeah,
that make whole heap of sense. Because I see them try to structure the whole driving thing, driver's license thing now, you know. Because first time I could have get me, I understand now, so you can't get your learners your license CMD again.
No.
They have to have it 6 months before.
Yeah,
I same day when me get my learners, I go do my driver's license. You understand what I did? You could have do that first time I change.
Yeah.
So definitely, you see me. But I want you to tell the people who they can find out before we even go no further. You understand?
Right.
Platforms as you the music.
Instagram is sketch_Donista _JA, the letter J and the letter A. Facebook Sketch Donista, Twitter Sketch Donista, YouTube Sketch Donista Vivo. Right? Yeah.
So what next you have in terms of musically, what next forward?
Well,
because you have some good amount of work you have out there, you know.
Right.
You have enough work you have out there, man, and we have a forward next.
So the EP is in the pipeline, it recorded already. We did promise last year, but a whole heap of unforeseen circumstances come up. So the EP never get to drop. Because I don't just drop the EP and it just drops up. I want to have a rollout. So like preview, you understand the whole works. I want to have a planned release where the people, everybody know what go on. Because every song needs a video. Because I take the music more seriously.
Yeah.
Just drop song.
First
time you just drop song.
Yeah, man. I tell you all the work you have out there, man.
You understand? So what I want to do now is streamline the thing to make the people them know say, alright, we're serious. Because we have international collaborations. People from overseas I take my thing serious. So me can play with the music. You understand? So me have to just be more
so for what level you don't want to see your music reach on, like what level you have in mind for your music reach on?
You not believe in a level still enough.
Okay.
So as far as it want to go, at this so it will go stop. So we not go be like, oh, I want to be like this or I want to go this so. So we are gonna just do the work and whatever the work take away at this so. So so if the work take away to point B, the next work I go start from point B and go to point C and so on and so forth. Yeah, man.
Alright, but yeah, man, definitely. I don't know if they have nothing else you want to say. Nobody want big up on them really.
Yo, big up Cell Block, big up ZJ Stretchy, Young and Fresh Radio, big up Jamaki. Yes, me. Big up all of my supporters, all of my fans, big up all everybody who wish me well and who was instrumental. Even the negative people, you understand? Even the people who try to curtail the thing and try to, you understand, bash the thing or try to stop the thing, big on up same way because we're still there and we still do it and we make a fight harder, you understand?
Motivation,
so, and that's the thing. Yeah, man. So just big up everybody who take any amount of interest in my craft.
Definitely, man, that's important, man. You see me and I like that too. You see me as a upcoming artist. I think they're on a level, you know, but I don't know. We can use the term upcoming and it would be a suitable adjective, see me, because me growing a lot of artists, you understand? You're upcoming, like some of them don't reach nowhere yet, like literally 126 followers on Instagram and I tell me so they can give me exposure. A man who travel and do the music, you understand? I'm here to deal with. We're not just there, so we're artists, we have the receipts for sure, so we have done the thing. Right. You understand? I'm deal with that. It's like what we realize about them have no form of humility. You understand? And even though you conduct yourself as an artist, a lot of artists don't think that is important, but it actually is.
Yeah.
Because be a bad man thing, a lot of them think and think that's it. And a wide majority of them, and I said this when I interviewed before this with Natural Righteous, where it's like, sure, I'm brought to that TJ seminar, I work with no more dancehall artists because they're too illiterate. You understand me? And I have come to prove that. Like, me not this nobody, but me come to prove that. Them talk anyhow and them not no manners, them not believe in the manners, brother. You understand me? I deal with that, and that I go carry your attitude, determine your attitude. Talent is one.
Yeah.
But what else you have behind that?
Yeah,
some of them are literal nightmares to work with, bro.
But if you look on a person like Michael Jackson, who people that say there is no
greater entertainer,
nobody
apart from Bob Marley, of course.
And we never see that the man
I hype on nobody, I disrespect nobody,
and that the man they have every means and every reason for hype. If anybody have no reason for hype,
that man have all reason for hype.
He would have it.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
But that's what I'm saying. When we grow on the big artists, them, the big artists, them not give me no problem, you know?
Right.
I always look at young artists, them give me a whole bunch of problem and them not reach nowhere.
Yeah.
You understand? So we have to rate when you see a man have the humility, we have to rate when a man have the intelligence, you understand? And that's why I think that it's very good for if an artist can integrate himself in the world before him get the break. Meaning that get a job, bro. I know what it's like to have a 9 to 5. Go through a little struggle. Because you see, yesterday I'm on a hygiene reads about Kimani Marley. Because the hygiene tell me say, yo man, Kimani related to my cousin. You understand? So I say, yeah. So he must say the day of the show for Charlie Black show. So I say, I never see him. I did the right on the stage when Kimani perform. So you don't know me capture them event there. So I show him the video and him show me himself. I say, alright, that's time I say, oh yeah, true. And me I say to him, say, yo, you know, say, Kimani, I want brother where everybody read the man start tell me some, because I go into details. Man start tell me some thing where Kimani do like behind scenes that people don't know about. The man that does real on TV, you know, bro.
Yeah,
in real life, you know, bad man. You understand? Him really, you know, you understand? I remember say that the man they are major.
Yeah.
Major reggae artist, big reggae artist. The man that want this and this and you can't do it. But you're going about complain.
Yeah.
You understand me I deal with and them man that choose to humble themselves. I can say some things I man tell me, I'm not go do that. You understand me I deal, but I tell you some really acts of humbleness.
Yeah.
And the man they are big artists, bro. Even if you watch my video and the man I go past stage, I saw the man go to the security. You never have to do that.
Yeah.
And hear them, I understand when you go through and
respect you, you know.
Respect
and
you.
And for me live my life, you know.
You understand?
I give respect to everyone until something changes.
And
we're not going to say until them disrespect me, but until something changes. So if me not get the respect what me I give you, which everyone is entitled to.
Yeah, true. Until you do something.
Me can withhold that respect. You understand?
Yeah, definitely.
And everything life teaches me say, and everything you have to engage. Sometimes it's better to disengage than to engage.
Right.
Understand?
Yeah.
So you have to be tactical about
just like what you said earlier, you might push it and you got to look further down with you know, and then you wind up in there. Yeah. And you as a man now is an ex-father, you know, and got them the place there, and there's another place you go because you know better.
Yeah.
You understand my idea? But I just say thing that still with there, as you can see up on the beach side, we have a couple of people at the background and thing. I walk around, but we want it to look natural because a natural beach days, a Sunday morning. You understand me? So we know, as we say, we don't do we thing and
it will look natural because we natural.
Because we natural, we're just natural people. So you know want the natural background and show, so little coconut show what we need. And all these things, that's just nature we deal with, man. You understand me? I say so. I just that you know people. Man himself, you understand, sketch Donista. As me saying place, name him Craig Baker, but he's an artist now, and go by the name Sketch Donista. I want to check it out. Really, really talented as you can hear from yourself. You understand me? I say intelligent artist, a lot of knowledge to impart. You understand me? I deal with same way. So I just say thing, man. You understand? So brother, I'm big up again, you know. Yeah, you God, man, we really love the effort you put out.
Yeah, man.
Love the effort you put out.
Locally the best, vocally we smoke.
Alright, that's that. So bless up and we there, you understand that was another that episode of free speech people talk. You understand? So that's just it. Sketch, what you say?
Bump down.
Bump them. Alright, rush them and crush them. Major market, the aggressive lion. See the I am out. Bless.
Yeah. Respect.
Yeah.